Hello students, in previous lecture we have talked about the equivalence relation. We have taken few examples of equivalence relation. Then we have discussed equivalence classes defined by using equivalence relation defined on non-empty set. Today we will take the theoretical part based on equivalence classes. So very important result on equivalence classes. Let tilde be equivalence relation on set x not equal to 5. Then for xy belongs to x, 1, x is always belongs to x bar. X lies in equivalence class of itself. Second, y lies in equivalence class of x bar if and only if y bar is equal to x bar. Third, any two equivalence classes are either identical or disjoint. So x bar intersection y bar is equal to phi or x bar is equal to y bar. Whatever two elements may be, their equivalence classes are either disjoint or they are equal. Very important. So proof, we'll prove one by one. So first, by reflexivity, for x belongs to x, x is related to x, and therefore x belongs to equivalence class of x bar, okay, for any x belongs to x. Second, suppose y belongs to x bar. What is your aim? Y bar is equal to x bar. Claim y bar is equal to x bar. As y belongs to x bar, then y is related to x. Okay, for this we will give 1. Let, as I want to show that these equivalence classes are equal, means that sets are equal. Okay, equivalence classes are nothing but set. So let z belongs to y bar. Let z belongs to y bar. Then z is related to y by definition of that. Okay. So from 1, 2 and transitivity, of tilde, we have x, y is related to x, z is related to y, z related to y, y related to x. Okay, we have z is related to x. Okay, and therefore z must belongs to x bar. Okay. And therefore z belongs to x bar for every y, z belongs to y bar, since z is arbitrary, which implies every member of y bar lies in x bar, means y bar is subset of x bar. We'll take this as A. Okay. Again, if z belongs to x bar, then z is related to x. Okay. This is now 3. From 1, x is z related to x, y related to x. Is it right? From 1 and 3. From 1 and 3. 1, 3 and transitivity. What will get? Y related x, z related to x. Okay. Y related to x here. Z is related to x. Okay. Sorry. from 1 and symmetry of tilde, x is related to y. Okay, this is 4. From 3, 4, from 3, 4 and transitivity. And transitivity, what will get? See here, z is related to x, x is related to y, z is related to y. Z is related to y. Therefore, z belongs to y bar. Okay, for any z belongs to x bar. Okay, what this implies is, so z is arbitrary, so for every z belongs to x bar, z lies in y bar. This implies is x bar is subset of y bar. This is B. In A we proved y bar is subset of x bar. Here we proved x bar is subset of y bar. From A and B, x bar is equal to y bar or y bar is equal to x bar. Conversely, if y bar is equal to x bar, then y belongs to y bar is equal to x bar from 1 of theorem. This part. Okay. Thus, y bar is equal to x bar implies is y belongs to x bar. Y belongs to x bar. Okay. Thus, converse part is proved. Okay. Thus, converse part is proved. Now, we have to show this one. Group 3. If x bar intersection y bar is phi, then result hold. Result hold. Now, if x bar intersection y bar is not equal to phi, then for z belongs to some element z belongs to x bar intersection y bar, z belongs to x bar, comma z belongs to y bar, which implies is z bar is equal to x bar, comma z bar is equal to y bar by second part of theorem. Second part of theorem. This implies is x bar is equal to z bar is equal to y bar, and therefore x bar is equal to y bar. Okay. Thus, for xy belonging to x bar intersection y bar is equal to phi, or x bar is equal to y bar. So, if tilde is some equivalence relation defined on an empty set X, then equivalence classes defined by that equivalence classes relation are either disjoint or identical. This is a very important result. Now, I'll talk about the partition of set now. Partition of set. Let X be an empty set. Then collection, say P is equal to set of A alphas are subsets of X, is said to be partition of X, if 1 A alpha is not equal to phi, for every A alpha belongs to P. Second, any two members in P are pairwise disjoint. A alpha intersection A beta must be equal to phi for any A alpha A beta not equal to A beta in P. And third, union of A alphas. A alphas belongs to P. This must be whole set. So it is collection of non-empty subsets of X which are pairwise disjoint whose union is whole set X. Then that collection is called as partition of the set. Partition of set. For example, in set of integers, if I take set of all even integers as one set of odd integers as one set, then union of that two sets gives us whole set. They are pairwise disjoint. So it forms the partition of that set. If we consider this as a class, if I take all students sitting in first row, then in second row, in third row, that is my A1 set, this is A2, this is A3, this is A4, this is A5. Then each of that subset is non-empty. Then any two sets are the pairwise disjoint and their union is set of all students in our class. So this forms the partition of set. Or if I take for this class, A1 is set of all girls, A2 is set of all boys, then it also forms the partition of that set. Both are non-empty sets. Is it clear? So this is a simple concept about the partition of set. Partition never contain empty set and never contain two sets whose intersection is non-empty set. A union of all of them must be whole set. Must be whole set. Remember this in mind. Now, with this partition, we are going to prove very important result for construction of equivalence relation defined on an empty set, as well as for every equivalence relation there is always some partition. Equivalence classes theorem. Equivalence classes theorem. I will call that next theorem as equivalence classes theorem. Very important result. So let X be an empty set, then 1. Any partition P of X defines equivalence relation on X. Any partition P of X defines equivalence relation on X. And second, every equivalence relation defined on X defines partition of X. Any equivalence relation defined on X defines a partition or gives partition of X. So this is actually Ephraim-Leib condition. So for given set X, if you are able to find all partitions of that set, then corresponding to each partition there is one equivalence relation. There is one equivalence relation. Okay. So we'll take some partition of X. Okay. So let P is equal to A alpha subset of X be partition of X, which implies is 1 A alpha is not equal to phi for every A alpha belongs to P. Second, A alpha intersection A beta is phi for any A alpha not equal to A beta in X. And third, union of all A alphas. A alpha belongs to P. This must be whole set. What is your claim? P defines equivalence relation. P defines equivalence relation on X. Okay. So for this, we'll define for X, define tilde on X as X is related to Y if X comma Y lies in same A alpha belongs to P. Belongs to P. Okay. Claim XY belongs to X. Okay. Claim tilde is equivalence relation on X. This relation is equivalence relation on X. So first, reflexivity. So let X belongs to X is equal to union of A alphas. A alpha belongs to P. Implies X belongs to A alpha for exactly one A alpha. One A alpha belongs to P by definition of partition. This implies X and X belongs to A alpha or same A alpha. And therefore X is related to X. For any X belongs to X. Therefore, tilde is equivalence reflexive relation on X. Whatever choice of X may be. This hold. Okay. Now, we have to show that it is symmetric. Second, what is our aim? Tilde is symmetric. So for this, suppose X is related to Y. For XY belongs to X. This implies XY lies in same A alpha. Lies in same A alpha belongs to P. Which implies Y comma X lies in same A alpha belongs to P. Therefore, Y is related to X. Thus, X related to Y implies Y related to X. For any XY belongs to X. And therefore, this tilde is symmetric relation. Symmetric relation on X. Okay. Third, our aim is to show that tilde is transitive relation. Transitive relation. So let X comma Y comma Z belongs to X be such that X is related to Y, Y is related to Z. This implies X comma Y belongs to A alpha, Y comma Z belongs to A beta. For some A alpha, A beta belongs to P. Okay. This implies Y belongs to A alpha intersection A beta, which implies A alpha must be equal to A beta by definition of partition. By definition of partition. Thus, XZ belongs to A alpha is equal to A beta. Okay. And therefore, X is related to Z. What this implies is, therefore, X is related to Z. Thus, X related to Y, Y related to Z implies is X is related to Z. And therefore, tilde is equivalence transitive relation. On X. Tilde is transitive relation on X. Okay. From 1, 2, 3, this relation is equivalence relation on X. Now we have to prove second part. Okay. Second, to show every equivalence relation defined on X defines partition of X, defines a partition of X. Okay. So let tilde be equivalence relation on X. Take P is equal to set of equivalence class X bar where X will is in X. X will is in X. Then X belongs to X bar for every X belongs to X implies is union of all X bar X belongs to X is equal to whole set X. X bar is non-empty and union of all is X. Okay. Moreover, for X bar, comma Y bar belongs to, for X bar, comma Y bar belongs to X P, X bar intersection Y bar is equal to phi or X bar is equal to Y bar. X bar is equal to Y bar. Now, in set, repetition is not allowed, since in set repetition of elements is not allowed. Therefore, X bar intersection Y bar must be phi for X not equal to Y. For X not equal to Y, X bar comma Y bar belongs to P. So from this, P is partition of X. Partition of X. Thus, the result is proved. Result is proved. So we proved that every equivalence relation defines partition of set X, and conversely, every partition always defines some equivalence relation on X. So there is one-one correspondence between equivalence relation and partition of the given set, which is very important for constructing all possible equivalence relation defined on the non-empty set X. So in next lecture, we will see how to construct the partition of given set and how that partition defines the equivalence relation on that set, and how that partitions are useful to find all possible relation defined on the given the empty set x. So with this discussion, we'll stop here. Thank you. Bye bye.